Hey y'all, hey, happy day to you. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching today's video. If you missed Friday's episode, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything else. And because I care about you, here's a quick recap. During Ashely's childhood years, she thought of her family as perfect. Super supportive, active father, loving, caring mother, and siblings that she adored. But as time went on, she started to notice a crack in the ground. Her foundation wasn't as solid as she thought it was. With her parents disagreeing and arguing in front of her and her siblings, she desperately wanted to do everything she could to keep everyone happy. And with her aging up to a teenager, she knew that she could. So, what's next for Ashely? Everything. Now, let's get into Ashely's teenage years. Ashely's first order of business was to talk to her dad. She wanted him to know that she appreciated him and mom, but she was older now, so she could help around the house even more. Initially, her dad didn't want her to help. He wanted her to focus on school and enjoy being a kid. But Ashely was very persistent. So he told her that she could do extra chores around the house where she saw something needed to be done. So she leapt into action. When things needed to be fixed, she got to fixing. She tried cooking once, but it turns out she was not the best at that. So yeah, back to fixing. She also cleaned anytime something seemed just a little bit dirty. Not to mention keeping up with her big sister duties, like helping her siblings with their homework. Basically, Ashely was doing everything she could to always make their little house seem more like a home. Her hope was that by doing some of this, her parents would get back to their happy, loving couple that they used to be. The problem was, it wasn't working. Her mom still found reasons to argue with her father, and the arguments were getting worse. Ashely was starting to feel hopeless. She didn't know what more she could do to help. She did know that it was important for her brother and sister not to be around that environment all the time. So she always made sure to take them on little outings just to get them out the house. Ashely felt like it might be helping. Until one day, her parents got into a fight. Like an actual for real fight. Right in the kitchen in front of everyone. She was tired of it. She had to speak up. She told her dad that it was too hard to live there with all that constant anger going on. She understood that he loved her mom and wanted to treat her well, but it had to stop. He told her he would take care of it that night. But that night never came. After her dad disappeared, her mom's concern disappeared as well. She wasn't concerned about the state of the house. That all fell on Ashely, while her mom went out to, quote unquote, forget about her problems. If the kids woke up in the middle of the night because of nightmares, Ashely to the rescue. Baby needs feeding? Here comes Ashely. Toddler needs to be potty trained? Don't worry about it, Ashely's on it. Kids need breakfast before school? Call on Ashely. Plus, she had to stay on top of her own homework. With all of that going on, she also started to hear rumors about her mom and some other man. She reached her boiling point. She just couldn't take it anymore, and she started acting out. But she truly just missed her dad. And mom was just not around. She was spending most of her nights out away from home. And one night, she didn't even bother to come back at all. Y'all heard that music, right? Well, guess what? That was the night that Ashely's dad came back home. He walked into a very excited kids, wanting to know where he was and what happened. But he was a little hesitant to talk about it. What he was not hesitant to do was kick out his clearly pregnant wife, who was obviously not pregnant by him. With Tiffany out the house, there was a new level of peace that everyone was happy with. So as they gathered to celebrate Ashely aging up, everyone was looking forward to a very bright, stress-free future. Ashely shared with her dad that she would go out the next day and get a job so that they would have some extra money coming in and they could do some, upgrades to the house. He gave her a very stern no to that. He expected her to go to university so that she could go ahead and have a different life than he gave her. So, the next morning, she grabbed her bag and was off to university. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. Bye!